EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. And off we go from Las Vegas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
2nd and 10. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Minshew not coming off. They'll try and go for it. On 4th down, Minshew. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Darnold wants to change it up. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 42. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Running right, Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw, Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Naylor, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 62 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Abdullah. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and a couple. Now it's Darnold. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 50, it's Darnold. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break, Darnold. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. In motion right is Addison. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A give up the gut to Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terrace Marshall, 91 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. That's to Naylor once again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the